Okay, so you're looking for a dog trainer here in Winchester, California. Let's get right into it and break down exactly what you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your pup.
You know, having a dog in this part of Riverside County is pretty unique, right? You've got all this open space, those quiet neighborhoods, maybe you're even taking walks down dirt roads. But that also means your dog might come across, well, wildlife or even some farm animals. That's where good training comes in. It gives your dog the confidence to handle all that stuff calmly.
So where do you even start? How do you find a pro who can actually help? Well, it really boils down to two big things to look at first: their training philosophy and their credentials. And this quote, it really nails what modern, effective dog training is all about. The whole pack leader idea is kind of old school. Now the focus is all on building a partnership. You want a dog that wants to learn with you because they trust you, not because they're afraid of you.
And the way you build that partnership, it's usually through something called positive reinforcement. It sounds technical, but it's super simple. When your dog does something you like, sits nicely, comes when you call, you give them a reward. That reward just makes it more likely they'll do it again. It's a really effective, humane way to build an awesome bond.
Okay, so a trainer says all the right things, has a great philosophy, but how do you really know they have the expertise to back it up? Well, that's where credentials and certifications come into play.
You'll want to look for these letters after a trainer's name, maybe on their website. For instance, that CPDTK, that means they've passed a pretty tough exam on everything from learning theory to actual training techniques. So these aren't just random letters, they're proof that the trainer is serious about their education and follows ethical standards.
All right, so you've found a trainer whose philosophy and credentials look solid. Now for the practical stuff. Figuring out which type of program is right for you, and of course, what it's all going to cost.
You've basically got a few different formats to choose from. Group classes, they're awesome for socialization and for teaching your dog to focus when other dogs are around. Then there are private lessons, which are perfect for the specific issues you're seeing at home, like maybe your dog goes nuts when they see the neighbor's horses. And finally, you've got board and trains. These are super intensive, but you really have to do your homework and vet the facility and trainer carefully. So, let's talk money. What kind of budget are we looking at for dog training in the Winchester area? Well, it definitely varies. A set of group classes for 6 weeks might run you a couple $100. A 2-week board and train, on the other hand, is a much bigger investment, as you can see. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Always ask about travel fees. Since Winchester is more spread out, a lot of trainers will be driving to you from nearby towns.
Okay, before you sign on the dotted line, you absolutely have to talk to the trainer first. Think of it as an interview. You've already got your questions about philosophy and certifications, but you also need to ask, how are you going to tailor a plan for my specific dog? Also, how will we know we're making progress? And, of course, get a final number for the total cost, including any of those travel fees.
All right, you've chosen a trainer. Now what? Now it's time to put all that learning into practice in the real world. And a big part of that is knowing the local rules and finding good spots to work on those new skills.
Remember this number, 6 feet. It's a big one. Here in Riverside County, your leash can't be longer than 6 feet anytime you're off your property. So practicing that nice, loose leash walk on a regular leash, not one of those retractable ones, it's not just about being polite, it's actually the law.
And besides the leash law, there are a couple of other really important things. Your dog has to have a current rabies shot once they're over 4 months old. And they need to be licensed with Riverside County Animal Services. These are just the basics of being a responsible dog owner, and they help keep all the dogs in our community safe.
Okay, so where can you actually go to practice everything you're learning? I know Winchester itself is pretty rural, but don't worry, there are some really great spots just a short drive away. For example, Simpson Park over in Hemet has trails that are perfect for working on those polite greetings when you see other people. If you need more of a challenge, the paved trail at the Diamond Valley Lake Marina has a lot more distractions to test your dog's focus. And for just a nice casual walk to practice keeping that leash loose, the area around Skinner Lake is fantastic.
You know, putting the time and effort into training, it's about so much more than just fixing a few problem behaviors. It's really about opening up your entire life with your dog. It means you can have a companion that's confident and calm, whether you're just walking down your own street, heading over to a friend's house, or even just hanging out at home. I hope this helps you find the perfect training partner for your journey.